Hey, hey, good people. How are you holding up? I hope you're good. I hope you're finding ways to be well within. Now listen here. It's 2:35 a.m. on November 11th, and I'm going to work for spirit. I had some spiritual downloads that come through. It came through yesterday around the 10th earlier in the day, and I had multiple spiritual downloads flow through me like a flood. It was so much divine information, divine consciousness that came through. Some things I didn't want to see, some things I didn't want to hear, but that's just part of who I am and my purpose, my gift. Now, there's a sense of urgency that I felt because I just got off from work around 2 a.m. and I barely ate anything. Yesterday, all I had was banana and some coffee and water. So if you're nibbling around this time and not eating much, no need to concern yourself unless you feel in your spirit you need to be concerned. Then go seek some help, medical help, if you feel some type of concern. But I feel like that's part of the ascension process we're going through right now, the upgrade in our DNA, the changes in the air, the frequency, the shift. So what I kept hearing first was, it's about to go down. I think that's a song. I didn't have time to look it up. But it sounded like a song because I kept hearing that. It's about to go down. So, before I say anything about that, because I did ask, okay, what's going on? Because I know that's spirit trying to alert me about something. But the first thing I heard was, watch what you say and do from this point forward, because it's manifesting at warp speed. Your thoughts, deeds, and actions. Okay? Be mindful of the signals you're putting out into the universe. And please do not shoot the messenger on some of these messages, because I was like, oh my goodness, because I love to be optimistic and positive and encouraging and empowering. But I know it's some things, hard truths. Can't sugarcoat some things. That's just a part of life. So, what I also heard was, after I asked about it's about to go down, when I asked it, what does it's about to go down? Okay, Spirit, talk to me. That's when the information, all this information and vision start flooding to me. So, 2023, I don't know exactly what's about to go down, but we need to be prepared mentally and spiritually. And you need to be right with God. I do know that. I feel that in my spirit. I keep hearing that in my spirit and sensing it in my spirit. So that's all on one accord. Get on your best foot forward and creating an intimate relationship with the Holy Spirit, with God. Going within more, reflecting more, instead of projecting whatever ills you may be feeling. But I also heard that, and some of these messages may resonate with you, some may not at all. Take what resonate and let the rest fly in the wind. Don't make it fit if it don't fit. It ain't for you. It could be associated with somebody that's in your energy field too. Okay, so I did hear death is going to be the consequence for some people who keep playing God, and I heard it's around black magic, and it's around people that's manipulating, like telepathically sending out negative energy, negative entities, misusing their gifts that God gave them. And they've been warned to stop. So if you feel like you're under some type of spiritual attack, or somebody has some type of negative attachment to you, you just don't play with God's children. That's what I kept hearing. And death is going to be the consequence for some of these people. And they don't even see it coming, and they don't care. That means they're not in their right mind or right heart. That was one download. And, regarding 2023 is, you're going to see more deaths, of course. You're going to see the turbulence and turmoil amp up even more. It's cleanup time. And I just kept hearing upcoming horrible events that would mess with your psyche if you're not mentally tough. If you're not spiritually right, if you're not aligned with the divine, it will take you out of alignment if you allow it. I did hear that. And not too long ago, I woke up. I mean, literally, it felt like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Because I woke up and was like, Lord, what am I? This don't feel like earth anymore. There was a heaviness, a dense fog, and it felt like it was smothering me. And all I could do was call on for help, for divine help, and of course the Lord always is there to answer. So I'm up here I'm joking with Spirit. Did you flip earth like you flipped them tables back in the day? And I heard laughter, and then it was silence. Telepathically, I started to sense excitement in the air, like butterflies, mixed with pure joy. I didn't feel any fear or trepidation. It was more like wait and see. So when I asked, did you flip earth like you flipped them tables? Because y'all, we are multi-dimensional beings. You are spirit having a human experience. There's levels to this. Those dimensions are within you since you are a spiritual being. There are highs and lows within you too. There's a light and shadow within you too. So you can travel as a medium. That's when I guess we can travel through different dimensions. That's just part of our mission, to see what's really going on in the spiritual realm. It really is supernatural stuff that's going on. And I'm being called to say this. Wake up! Spirit got a sense of humor. Okay, this is when I heard that, because these elections are going on in my state. And there's a lot of mixed emotions about it. And this is exactly what I heard from the spiritual realm. During this current event, do not worry about the outcome of any elections going forward. God provides, not the government. Then I heard, wake up. With all these systemic issues like homeless people, the lack of affordable housing, school crisis, hospital crisis, illnesses, death running rampant Why would you still believe in those powers that are clearly not working for the well-being of humanity? I heard that. 2023 is going to remind everyone about God's sovereign power. So going forward, make a daily practice to choose humility. Humble thyself. I felt that. And it was a little, the G came out of Jesus. Let's just say that you are going to have to tap into your inner G with these times, these upcoming days. Every day you're blessed with life. Be intentional to keep your vibrations raised, to stay close to God, to stay prayed up, to stay faithful. Because there's a lot of illusions in this game we call life. And a lot of people just don't want to play the game anymore. That's the mass awakening that's going on. You feel like a slave on your job. You feel like a slave at home. You feel like a slave just trying to get these votes in. You feel like a slave to a lot on this earth. And the only way you're going to feel some type of freedom within is to be connected and aligned with the divine. You will have to commune. Be intentional with communing with God on the daily. Because if you don't, you might snap. I ain't trying to put that on you. But the enemy playing tricks on the mind. That's how I get you. The battlefield starts in the mind. There's energies, and I'm going to say spirits, that are operating in a lot of demonic spirits that you're feeling. It's not too much of people that have, it's more of human beings in their troubled spirits that's going wild. Okay? That's a lot of where your attack's coming from, or your own inner demons that's affecting you in some way. It's cleanup time, literally, as individuals and on this earth. Meaning cleansing your mind, cleansing your spirit, eating cleaner, drink more water. Stay hydrated during this time. If you don't feel like eating as much, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of fluids, healthy fluids, okay? But I kept hearing that, drink more water. Okay, and I'm saving this last one because this was crazy. This vision I had. I saw someone it's like I was cuddling in the bed together. Literally, the first thing I got was sleeping with the enemy. And as soon as that came to me as a download, sleeping with the enemy, the person pulled away from the other person. The other person, it's like this, the person on the right, this is how I'm explaining the visual. The person on the right was the entity, and the person on the left was the human being. It stayed in the flesh. But I saw the entity shape shift. Like at first it was a human being, and then I saw a dark figure, muscular type figure, bald but black all the way through. And I can see fire on the inside, on different parts. And I knew that was like otherworldly type energy. Be mindful of the company you keep in, the ties that you have with people, friends, family, relationships, co-workers. I even heard this is not about spreading fear. I'm not trying to spread fear. Okay, this is about, okay, I just heard Spirit say forewarning them to be forearmed, to use your discernment wisely, to choose wisely. Okay, be mindful of the company you keep in, including your thoughts and behavior and your actions. But that image disturbed me because it's some people behind the scenes, in the background, part of these, dark cults, whatever you want to call them, dark spirits that's conjuring up these entities, that's working with ancient dark spirits, and they are attacking people with these entities. I know it sounds crazy, but Spirit described it to me like people are really abusing and misusing their spiritual gifts to go against humanity. They're not for humanity. And that entity that I saw in the bed with that person, and this may not be pertaining to you, this might be somebody that's connected to you, like I said. I read energy for the collective, not just the people that subscribe to me, for the collective. But this message is about making you more aware of what's going on supernaturally and in the spiritual realm that you might not quite understand. And it's also about you just being more self-aware, more conscious of who you're connecting with and aligning to and deciding to have a soul tie with. Okay, because spiritual relationships are eternal. And there's a cleansing you have to go through each relationship you build a bond with. Some people don't really do the work, so what they do is keep attracting the same type of drama and headache and boo-boo the fool, if you know what I'm talking about. So, those are some of the spiritual downloads. Be careful out here. Be mindful of how you are moving. But those who keep playing God, who don't believe in God, who are separating God, or who think their power is greater than God, it's about to go down. And when you create destruction, death is on the other hand. That's all I'm going to say about that. But basically what we need to be trying to do is moving forward, for whoever is listening to this, is choosing love, which is the highest vibration, and choosing humility, meaning if it's somebody that's always in your face that wants to fight with you, argue with you, have conflict with you, let them think they're winning. Let them talk out of side of their neck. Let them say whatever that's on their mind. And if you don't want to feel like dealing with that, walk away. That's the art of war right now. Don't even waste your time getting on their level anymore. It's a waste of time and energy. And people when they see that you are moving forward, that you're working on yourself and you're doing a lot of healing, people like to pull you back into who you was. Because they don't want to believe who you are right now is powerful and divine and beautiful and radiating light. That's how much hate and anger and misery is residing in their energy field, which has nothing to do with you. All right, y'all, I just wanted to share those messages with you because Spirit wouldn't let me sleep until I shared the messages. Usually I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna wait, but it was clinging to me. So I knew, okay, I'm being called to do this message right now. So, I hope it brought some clarity. Basically, the whole premise of this message is about waking up, getting to know God more, trusting Jesus more, building an intimate relationship with God, choosing love, choosing humility, humble thyself. That's stressed. I'm wishing you all well. I'll be back soon. I got more prophetic words that's coming your way. Because the visions have been coming in. But it's just a matter of waiting for God. Waiting for God to say, okay, you can release it. Y'all take care. Stay up. Be blessed. Love you. Peace.